Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Language Arts Gallery. Today, we're going to discuss prompts in academic writing and how to evaluate a prompt so that you know what type of essay you need to write to address the prompt or answer the question. For my academic writing students, this is the material that we didn't get a chance to cover in class yesterday, so this will allow you guys to be all caught up. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so let's take a look at 6 different writing prompts, and we're going to look for key language in each prompt to help us understand what type of essay we need to write. So first, we're going to look at each prompt individually. Then we're going to go back and we'll go over the answers, and I will address the key language in each prompt that helps me to know what type of essay I need to write. So let's get started. The first one. Many students throughout the world wear school uniforms as a part of a standardized dress code. Do you believe school uniforms are beneficial for student school experience? Or should students be allowed to wear what they please? Support your opinion in a well-developed 5-paragraph essay. Okay, so I see some key language there. Let's go to our next one. Your local Board of Education is considering school uniforms as a part of a standardized dress code. Officials want to gauge the feelings of parents in the district. Write a well-developed 5-paragraph essay articulating your stance on the issue and indicating what action you think the district should take. The next one. Many students throughout the world wear school uniforms as part of a standardized dress code. Discuss the pros and cons of implementing a dress code that includes school uniforms. Do you believe this approach is beneficial for students and teachers? Okay, let's take a look at 3 more. University students encounter many different genres of writing. 2 of the most prevalent are the academic essay and the personal narrative. Discuss the similarities and differences among these 2 forms of writing. And the next one is very similar. University students encounter many different genres of writing. 2 of the most prevalent are the academic essay and the personal narrative. Discuss the similarities and differences among these 2 forms of writing. Do you believe these 2 approaches are more similar or more different? And finally, university students encounter many different genres of writing. One of the most challenging genres of writing is the academic essay. Describe the steps involved in creating a strong academic essay. So let's go over each of these. Okay, so when I look at this first one, I know that this is an opinion essay. And to me, the language that helps me to know this is support your opinion. Okay, so here the author's talking about whether school uniforms are beneficial for students' experience at school, or if they should be allowed to wear whatever they please. So he's asking you really for your opinion on the issue. You don't have to call the audience to action. You just have to let the audience know how you feel, and you need to support it with 3 well-developed body paragraphs. So the next the next prompt is a little bit different. So here the author says, write a well-developed 5-paragraph essay articulating your stance on the issue and indicating what action you think the school board should take or the district should take. So you not only need to include your stance or your opinion, but you need to make a call to action. We know that when we're talking about a call to action, we're talking about an argumentative essay. So this is going to be very similar to an opinion essay, except you're going to call the audience to act at the end of the essay. And finally, here we see the author saying, discuss the pros and cons of implementing a dress code. And then finally, do you believe the approach is beneficial for students and teachers? So you're going to need to discuss the benefits and the drawbacks and then make an evaluation based on those benefits and drawbacks. That's a discussion essay. So the author here, or the person writing the prompt here, is asking you to evaluate this issue, discuss the pros and cons, and make an evaluation. So let's take a look at these next three. The first one is a comparative essay. I think this is probably the simplest of all the choices. Discuss the similarities and differences, right? We've got our 2 points of comparison, the academic essay and the personal narrative, and we just need to discuss the similarities and differences. When I look at the next prompt, I see the same language that I saw previously here, discuss the similarities and differences, but it says, do you believe these two approaches are more similar or more different? This is again a comparative essay. It's important to note here that our thesis statement is going to be a little bit different. In this first prompt up here, the person who's writing the prompt, the teacher, is asking us just to discuss similarities and differences. In the second one, we need to discuss them and we need to make an argument. Are these two genres very similar? Are they very different? Okay, so you'll discuss similarities and differences, but you'll also take a stand. And finally, the last prompt is about the academic essay. And the person who's asking this question says, describe the steps involved. So remember, we said a process essay is a form of descriptive writing. You describe the steps in a process. So that's what this teacher is asking the students to do.
Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us for another video where we evaluated writing prompts and we talked about what type of essay we need to write to answer the questions in those prompts. We talked about an opinion essay, an argumentative essay, we talked about a discussion essay, a comparative essay, and finally, a process essay. So hopefully you guys are better prepared to answer the questions that you're going to see in standardized writing tests, and I will see you in our next video.